The seventh, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next pitch, not close, up high. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a ball. On the ground. Lindor on to first. And that'll do it. And the Marlins down quietly. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
He swings and fouls one off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Shit.
And that one hammered on its way. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank.
Jesus
Circle the
Christ.
bases, and they cut into
Don't
the
throw that
deficit.
again.
It's 8-4.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
That shit did not break. Oh, Reese. Some of that, Christian Yelich went off on him the other day. Who, Reese Hoskins? Oh, Philly was bad about that.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor. And there's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
I knew he was going to hit because he
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the
He almost
count.
had one the day
I think
before,
you gotta
but he
choke
fucked
a little
up.
bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this.
Anytime a player come back to town, bet that
Screamer into the
motherfucker.
outfield. Mesa makes the catch, and there's one gone. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
Luis Angel Acuna.
And that is in for a strike. And
You
it's
know, who
0-1.
got up? Because I'm not liking the way he looking right now.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Outside low.
Ah, shit, I forgot to tell your mama the
1
good
out,
news.
base is
Shit.
empty.
I forgot to tell your mama the good news.
On the ground right side.
That I'm not dying anymore.
Slings to first, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Here's Francisco Lindor. This one in the air. Right. And makes the grab. And that is that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now an 8-4
Should be 40 home runs
This is
today.
Marlins baseball on the show, Florida.
Pitch pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, A.J. Minter.
Yeah, I guess it's fucking baseball shit. Got music stuck in his head. You kind of got this baseball shit. Really, after the All-Star break is really when you want to watch baseball.
15 2/3, 15 strikeouts. The walks have been limited to 4, and he's been on fire.
All right, Marlins, who we gonna lose by today? Huh?
45. Yankees got smoked last night too. Fucking ridiculous. I was like, I knew it was gonna lose, and I knew it was gonna be over 9.5.
Mm.
It was like fucking 17-2.
Well, they lost like the Phillies, huh?
Yeah.
Well, actually, Phillies came back.
Yeah, because they put the infielder in there for pitching.
Oh shit!
So this nigga, he's
Last
out
pitch
there.
2 days ago.
He's basically
Here's
on
the
batting
catcher,
practice
Ryan Navarrete.
to the last like two innings, 2.5 innings or whatever there, right? So all his pitches are 50, 60.
And the first pitch misses for ball
They're just
1.
barely getting over the
Measures
plate.
6
And
feet
then like they're
even.
calling
He
strikes
features a
way out
four-seam
of the zone, like
fastball,
upper
a
strikes,
cutter,
upper zone.
and he works in a
And nobody's really
changeup.
saying that.
On the
They're
ground to third,
17, but
hooks in.
they really did make a run of this shit.
Still finds a way to get off a throw. He beats the throw, and they can't get the out.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
Mesa stands in now and watches strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Jose Buto up and throwing. Reed Foley getting cranked up as well. That one inside. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, put that shit right on the plate.
Swing and a miss.
That was nasty.
Navarrete on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ground ball, but that rolls foul. And
fuck.
he's run up on strikes.
Now batting, left field.
Here's Yelich at the dish. He's already homered in this game. And a pitch. Swing and a foul out of play. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's for the swing. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile off. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-1.
Two outs. And he swings through that one. 1-2. Fans another. That's 3 straight strikeouts. Marlins lead 1, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Hitter, Jesse Winker.
Curry back to work. And that's in for a strike. Fought off foul.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Now that is.
And now it's Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The Mets down by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Gorman on the move.
How the fuck did
Unable
he
to
get that
catch
off?
up, and it gets down.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Xavier Curry gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Marlins, Jesus Tinoco.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Alonso, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you...
Wagaman over to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here comes Corey Seager. Now he
Oh,
breaks his bat.
shit, my bat broke.
Toss to Alonso. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Swung on, belted. That's back there.
Home run. Hot man.
His second homer this series, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-4.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Luke, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 1 out, nobody on. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Nimmo has it sized up. Brings it in. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
That's a ball.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. That one missed.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So 2 down. Eric Wagaman will hit next. Misses again, 5 in a row. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So digging in, Brian Navarretto. Out to center. Nimmo sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game.
Rip back to the mound, and that got him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. There's the strike. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Check swing, no appeal. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Fish up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's outside.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, and
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good. Wow. Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Nimmo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one misses. It's 2-2. The Mets down to their final strike. And it remains 2-2. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take this one in a blowout.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Johnson.
Let's keep winning, boys. My darling. All right, 3 in a row. Fuck, I had another fucking game there. Fuck, man.
Empty glasses
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boo. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Clay Holmes. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And that one hit 97 on the go.
They can live up in the zone all game, and hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down.
Loki just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Digging in, Derek Hill. First pitch misses. Hill went deep in his most recent game. And another ball. That one misses, and it's 3-0.
3-0.
One down, base is empty, and he walked him.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So now it's Corey Seager. That's in there. That's strike 1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Good leg movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball.
Hill, the base runner at first with 1 out. Miss for the strikeout.